We're entering the final 4 episodes of The Bad Batch, and this week subtly signaled to us that we're in for something different right at the start. During the title music for Juggernaut, the music shifted into an ominous tone. I might be wrong, but I can't recall any other episodes changing the opening music like that. Even if it has happened before, it caught me off guard. Like a Juggernaut turbo tank, we are barreling towards the end of this series, and we are not stopping. We immediately follow up with Omega's capture as CX-2 takes her to Mount Tantiss. Again. I think some people might be frustrated that she escaped the Empire, only to wind up right back with them, but I think the show earned that moment well. I went into it last week, but seeing her choosing to face the fears she's had since Season 1 was fantastic, and I don't think Omega is going to be sitting around waiting for Clone Force 99 to rescue her. She has been concerned about rescuing all the clones trapped at Mount Tantiss, and I'm sure she will have an active role in that, even if she is a prisoner. On Pabu, the Empire actually seems like they're going to leave, and so the Batch begin formulating a plan to reach Omega. Crosshair finally admits that he might know a way to find Tantiss, and his hand is shaking the entire time. We've been exploring the idea that the Tremors might all be psychosomatic, just in his head. I think that's true, and I think it's connected to his own fears about Tantiss. Just like Omega, his worst nightmare is going back there, and just like Omega, he's going to have to confront them to save someone else. It's great that he genuinely does seem inspired by her actions saving Pabu. There's a hint of pride when he tells Wrecker that she made the right choice. Crosshair tells the others that Admiral Rampart might be able to get them to Tantiss, and I love that they're bringing him back. I figured he was out of the story and that Hemlock would replace him as the primary villain of the series, which is true, but Rampart is a good symbol of Crosshair's past, and he's another character that was used and then betrayed by the Empire, just like the clones. This is a great way to help bring the series full circle. And they have help from Phee, too, who uses a secret passage to get into the Archeum. She also explains that she was able to avoid detection from the Empire by using the caves under the island, which, again, there really need to be some sensors down there, but if Asajj Ventress and CX-2 can benefit from them, I'm glad our heroes are allowed to benefit from them too. Rampart is imprisoned in an Imperial labor camp on a planet called Arabus. In Greek mythology, Arabus was the personification of darkness and the son of chaos. The word can also refer to the part of the underworld souls need to pass through to reach Hades. The planet itself isn't shrouded in darkness or anything like that, but I enjoy the overall sense that the current mission is like a stepping stone on the path to chaos or hell, which you could certainly connect to Tantiss. The next 12 or so minutes cover the very cool action sequence to find and retrieve Rampart. Phee's stealth approach into the planet is fun, basically just cutting the engines and going into a free fall. There's some good comedy with the TK troopers who hope they get to see some action and then are promptly stunned. The fact that the entire mission surrounds a turbo tank prison transport is a fun callback to Jyn Erso's rescue on Wobani in Rogue One, but it's also another relic of the Clone Wars that was repurposed for something new, just like the clones in this series. The escape across the bridge was fun and felt very fast and furious with the big ramp off of another turbo tank. Wrecker throwing an unconscious Rampart onto Phee's ship was hilarious, and throughout the whole sequence, tensions were actually pretty high because I couldn't stop thinking about the last time the Bad Batch went on a mission to find out where Tantiss was. When Wrecker had to make that final jump, there was a part of me that thought he was in real danger. They successfully get Rampart out of the prison, and he says he thinks he might know a way to get to Tantiss, and then we cut over there to see Emery's successful testing of Omega's blood. I like that she looks disappointed and worried. After episode 10, I absolutely think Emery is due for a turn to the good side, but I thought the same thing about Sid in season 2, and I was very wrong about that. Hemlock very nicely explains why Omega's blood is so important to the Empire, reiterating what he told Emery, that midichlorian levels cannot be replicated normally. They always degrade in clones. Omega is like a universal M-count donor. When her blood is combined with that of a Force sensitive, the midichlorian levels do not decrease. We knew all of this, but I still think it's good to mention it again for clarity. I also don't think that rules out Omega's potential to wield the Force. The Ventress episode made me think that she could be taught to use the Force, it might just be difficult for her. She's probably somewhere in between Sabine and a Jedi. Not supernaturally talented, but higher than average. Maybe. I'm curious to see if the series will even address that again. But for now, Omega is left in the vault with the Force-sensitive kids. I look forward to seeing where that goes. Now it's not just clones Omega will want to save, but everyone that's trapped there. It's not just about her family, it's about everyone that's being used and abused by the Empire. So that takes us to the end of Juggernaut. It was a really entertaining, action-packed episode. I don't think there's as much to discuss or speculate on compared to other episodes, but I enjoyed it the entire runtime. I feel like we're going full speed ahead towards the finale, and I love that. Let me know what you thought of Juggernaut in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on our socials, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.